Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen. I have a dilemma. My husband burned my soap. I know what you're thinking, how'd he burn your soap, right? But, so then I was thinking, is it my fault or was it his fault? So you can help me decide. So I went to visit my grandson for the day, and I had to finish cooking my soap. And I really debated just leaving it, leaving it shut off and doing it when I got home. And my husband convinced me that he could, and he would remember to shut it off. And if I called him at noon, then I was supposed to call him at noon and tell him to shut it off. But if he left the house before then, he would just shut it off and I would finish it when I got back. Okay. So anyway, he didn't shut it off. He left for town and left it cook all afternoon. And even though I knew I shouldn't have done this, I knew he couldn't do it. He would not remember to shut it off because it's not a priority for him. So in a way, it's my fault because I left the responsibility to him, but yet it's his fault because he said he could do it. So he burned my soap. It was my liquid soap paste for my shower gels. I'll put a picture here. Yeah, my cute little shower gels. It was my liquid soap paste for those. So he burned it. And I know he felt bad, but I should know better. I'm sorry, I really should know better. But anyway, I have a new video for you to watch. I hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. I hope it brightens up your day. So let's check out the video. Bye. Okay, and we are doing another soap. I am not going to show you what I used for fragrance oils on this one because it was we'll call it a test blend. I was going for smoky and sweet and piney because I wanted to call it Campfire Nights. Sitting around the campfire, it's smoky, kids are roasting s'mores. Depending on where you're at, the wood, the pines, all around. But yeah, so we'll see how it is after the cure. It was really piney, which was amazing because there wasn't a lot of pine in there right after I cut it. But we'll see as it cures. As it cures, you're starting to get more of the other scents in there. So I was just adding my clays, mixing my colors. Now I'm pouring my batter off into my colors. You've all seen this. I don't even know why I show this, but I do because, like I said, I like watching soap videos. And sometimes I get bored and I fast forward it because it's so slow, but you do what you gotta do, right? So, okay, so I poured the green off because that had the pine scent in it, and this is the rest of my blend, going into the rest of my batter. So, there wasn't a lot of pine, but it sure pulled through on that one. Really beautiful pour. Beautiful pour. Beautiful scent. I can't talk. I'm a writer. I'm not a talker. I can talk. I can talk all day, but I'm more of a writer. I'm better at writing than talking. Yeah. So anyway, I decided to put these videos the soaps that I am doing videos on. They will be on my website. The ones that are basically a standard, like the 70 soap is a standard. That one I will have in my line for probably quite a while. That has its own link, okay? But like mahogany, antique wood, the graphite, this one here, they will all be linked to a one link, okay? on my website, and you can actually purchase them before they're actually like out, if you want to say, because they should cure 6 weeks, but as long as the buyer understands that they're getting a soap that's been cured so many weeks, and please let it wait another so many weeks, depending on when you buy it, it could be cured already, but so I decided to put them on my website. The ingredient list for each one might not be up right away because it takes me forever to get stuff on my website. It'd be easier on a computer, yes, but I can't do it on my computer because my computer is slower than, do you remember the dial-up internet, right? Where you could start your computer, make a pot of coffee, come back to it. That's my computer. And I took it apart. I replaced a part. It wasn't the actual part. It was a part off Amazon because the Dell company couldn't give me a new part number, and it works, right? I'm fine with it. It totally works. One day I'll take it in and see if there's a new part they can put in, and maybe then it'll read that it's plugged in and that it will charge the battery and it will do all this stuff. But believe me, I messed with it for like 6 months and I just finally just gave up on it. But anyway, so with this pour, I put the cloth under the mold so that it leans it at an angle, so that when I pour my colors in, they kind of drip down. It's like along the side of the mold. They kind of drip down together. And I cut this is my wood mold. Yeah, you haven't seen my wood mold. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I cut it in half because my batch is small, and I didn't want to, since I was testing, didn't want to make a whole 12 bars, so I'm just making 6 out of this one. And then they're taller too than my other little mold. So I was having trouble getting it down on that right side. But I just pour them down so they all kind of mush forward, push each other out of the way. Yeah, it was starting to thicken up, but it wasn't too bad. I think the next one I'm going to do, I don't know. If you have an account, it just takes an email address and your name, and I think that's it. But leave a comment. Would you like to see a drop swirl next time or a hot process? Because I have a drop swirl I want to make another batch of. It's called the Love Potion number ? Love Potion number 9. I don't make love potions, right? But anyway, the soap is. Or I'm going to do a hot process, which I want to do Cowgirl Tough, right? Because I have my cowboy soap. But I think cowgirls need a soap too, right? I think they do. And I have an excellent plan for one. So I Dream in Soap. And there is an actual girl that has her website is called I Dream in Soap. And there are nights I do dream in soap. Like all the different things you can do. Oh, but I want to make a honey and oat one. An unscented one. Because I don't have a lot of unscented in my line. The unscented baby bars, they actually don't have cocoa butter. Or cocoa butter. They don't have coconut oil. Some people think it's really harsh. So it's got babassu oil in it instead of coconut. And then my herbal skin bars, those are unscented. Those are really nice if you have sensitive skin too. So I thought I need another one. I need an unscented one so I can send one to my aunt. She lives about 100 miles away from us. Mail her one because she's very sensitive to scents. Which I know the feeling because if I get something on me, I feel like I taste it the rest of the day. Blech. But anyway, so hope you're just watching me mess with the batter because I haven't really been watching. Oh, I'm so bad. But anyway, yeah, my computer is so slow, so I really don't do a lot of my website work on there. It just takes forever. If I do my stories, I do have to upload them from there, obviously, but yeah, so me getting the ingredient labels, I'll try and get pictures at least so you know which which soap is which. And I will try to get the ingredients put on there, but I'm very slow with my website items. I know some of you know that. It's like, how come, where's this? Oh, it's not on the website. Oh, she sells this? Yeah, but it's not on the website. I know, it's a thing. I'm sorry. Total thing. So my colors I had picked out, well, it was just the white, yellowish color. That's just the soap color. And then I had the brown pigment. I just like that color lately. And I had, I think this is Trial by Fire by Nurture Soap. I think that's the color. And then the Tequila Sunrise is the orange from Mad Micah's. That's a beautiful color. That's in my Fuzzy Winter soap. Yeah, that's the color in the Fuzzy Winter. And then the green was the green oxide. And I'm trying to figure out what other color. Maybe that was all the colors. I was just trying to go for, I was going to try and do like a flame looking thing. But then halfway through prepping, I was like, oh, pine would be great in this. You know, just a little bit of pine. So then I added the green and took out a few other colors. And yeah, soaping for me is about 50% preparation. 60% preparation. Because I'm always changing the recipe. So 60% preparation, 40% cleanup, and 10% actually soaping. It's a thing. Yep. All the creative stuff is just like in that short amount of time. As you can see. And I was trying to figure out where the heck am I supposed to put this green. So I have this green left over and I was like, I don't know what the heck to do with it. Can't waste it. I guess I could have made a little bar out of it. Got a silicone mold and made just a tiny little bar, but it worked out. It was fine. And knocked my mold over. And my dog is barking and it shifted. I just used that little thing in there to block. It cuts my mold totally in half and blocks it off, and it works great. It really does. And now to the cut. This turned out really great. So I did spray it with isopropyl alcohol, and I did put it in the oven for CPOP, which is, I think it's cold process oven process, but I'm going to start calling it color pop, because when you put it in the oven and it goes through gel phase, it just makes those colors pop. Like, they're beautiful. They stayed beautiful. So I was really happy with how this turned out. It was really, like I said, the scent was really piney, but as it cures, the other scents are finally pulling through. The sweetness and the smokiness, and just reminiscent of a campfire. Which I never had a lot of campfire nights because I was always stayed up so long and then had to put the kids to bed. And then, you know, you're laying there with the kids, you know, talking, listening to everybody talk around the campfire, and you fall asleep. Well, that was me. Fall asleep early. Wake up early. Everybody's hungover and sleeping in. And I'm up with the kids. Yeah, and my husband wonders why I hated camping. It's too much work. It really is. But anyway, yeah, this soap, really, really pleased with it. It did thicken up, but I wasn't expecting to do a swirl with it anyway. I was just wanted something layered and pretty, and that would work for a guy or a girl or a kid, you know. There weren't too many holes. I must have beat it down pretty well. I don't usually get holes inside. I usually get them around the edges, you know, but wasn't anything big. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so if I could speed this up, the cutting part, I would. I guess I could cut it off and maybe just like, here, ta-da, here's the end of the soap. My kids like to watch. Well, not all my kids. My one kid likes to watch me cut my soap. I'm just brushing it because some of the oxide was, as you've seen in the previous bars, the oxide was kind of smearing. I just wanted to clean it up a little bit. It's amazing what you could do with the soap at this stage. There's a thing called soap dough. I have not made soap dough, but you can. It's pliable like Play-Doh, but it just hasn't gone through saponification. Totally, it's still pliable, and they keep it soft and, or, so air doesn't get to it and make all these cute little things with it. But yeah, it's something I just not interested in or haven't found a use for. When they talk about embeds in soap, those are just things that are extra and added. Sometimes they're little like hearts or little stars. Like my cupcakes had stars, or they have little balls on top, like little gumball looking things, and it's soap. Okay, I wanted to show you how I steam my soaps. Some people steam them, some people don't. It's just an aesthetic thing. Makes them look really pretty and glossy and shiny, and everybody wants their soaps to be, pretty and presentable and, sellable, enticing. I got my steamer just on Amazon after reading 1,000 reviews, I swear, saying that they all suck. Literally. That was the main, they suck. I didn't want to pay a lot for it. So I think I paid $20 for mine. And got it in the mail. Tried it out right away. And it did exactly what everybody said. It sputtered, it spit, it shot water out. I'm like, oh no, I should not have took a chance. Well, then I decided to read the directions, which I normally do first, but I didn't. Read the directions a little more thoroughly and discovered this is what people's problem is. Read the damn directions. It says use distilled water. So I was like, I will take a chance. So I took the water, distilled water, used it. It worked like a charm. No sputtering, no sputtering. I did it twice. I did it once more with my well water, once more with the distilled water. Distilled water works. It worked great. Perfectly great. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Like, it's just so pretty. Look at that. Shiny. I have to wipe my fingerprints off that one. But yeah, so there's my soap. There's my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day.